Hello everyone. We're all well. Make sure this is working. Make sure this is all royalty-free music. Yeah, it is. So, dream beats. Perfect. Not really messing around with what I did last time. Make sure everything works. Give it a minute.
Some extra cash with what you don't wear anymore.
And you can sell men's clothes too. Snap up left.
Yeah, all working. Fantastic. How are we all doing? Hope we're all well. It's a little bit chilly tonight. Thus the hat. Right, perfect. Right, let's get the game back up. So, I'll go away. Right, so we are going back to Cambridge. And we were discussing. I know this stream is a lot later than I would normally do. I do apologise for that. I've been just catching up on sleep. No, wrong one. That one. Ah, poop. Right, try again. But yeah. Yeah, dream going. I said I was doing a one this week. Apologise that I didn't do it midweek. Just felt awful. Joy button 17. That's not it. That one. Forgot everything's backwards on this bloody thing. Oh, St. Mirren are 1-0 up. This is Rangers. So I hope we're all well. Hang on. Do this in the Discord. God, I should have done everything that I needed it to do. Where's the Discord? Discord. There we go. It's in the Discord. Yeah, I know some of you will not be around either because I've put this up too late and haven't said I'm doing one. If you're in the notification bell lot, you will get a notification saying I've gone live, but I'm not expecting this one to be a decent one because I've not mentioned it that much. So if you come in, you come in. If you don't, you don't. Fine with me. But yes, it's been a weird week. Oh, you're a truck simulating advert. Very smart. Yeah, well, everyone's out. Are we going to see what happened with this stream? Because I had it on a kind of getting things ready to go and stuff. I can kill Godas on this one. So yeah, it's been interesting. Let's put it that way this week. Yeah, it's been. Like I said, I'm not expecting many people at this one because I've not done it since I'm going live. I think I did a post like 20-30 minutes before I went live and not enough time to get people in. So, we'll see. We'll see how it is. It's been a quiet week. Hope we're all well. I know there's not many in at the minute. Hang on a minute. That is going to craft me as well. Put that way. I can see that. Truck. But yeah, not been a good week for Wednesday, has it? 3 points to the possible 9. Or something like that, which is not what we want at all. But hey ho, we move on. Yes, it's not wins, but we're also not losing at the same time, so it's always interesting to see what happens. That's not a bad idea actually. See if I can do that. Create a show. I didn't want to get to this thing. Hey Lou, how are you, mate? Louis, even. Let's quickly do this. Hey guys, I'm currently doing the Euro Truck streams. They are currently live as I speak right now. We are currently going from France to Cambridge. Come join, come chat. We'll talk also Wednesday. We'll talk whatever you want to, really. And I'm about to crash into another truck, which ain't good. Oh, go crush me, Jesus. But yeah, come join us. I'm live on the channel. See you there. We are indeed, mate, even though it's not great at the minute. Which is a lie. We're just not winning. That's the issue. And the tactics were wrong yesterday. But we'll see what happens next. Live now on channel. Normally, I get a lot more people in because I'd go early morning, because I've gone late afternoon. A lot of people don't. It's just tactics at the minute, and you need to stop playing this out from the back because we don't suit it. We ain't got the players for it, and we need to build on it a little bit more. Either ditch it completely because it's not working, or get the players that you know that can do it. That could be something we do in January. Could be January after some players who can do the playing it from the back. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. It's not vibing well at the minute, let's put it that way. Because these little silly mistakes are just coming into the game constantly. And they could have been quite easily up a lot yesterday. I think we nicked the point yesterday. Even though we went ahead, we nicked it. Which I know is a weird thing to say. I also think there's a lot of people who just don't want to talk about Wednesday at the minute. I think if we're around where we are now, in and around it, I don't think he'll sack him. I think he'll get to the end of the season, I think. Because at the end of the day, we're still in and around it. It's not like we're miles off. It's just annoying when you see what the kind of service we are seeing in terms of formation tactics. That last 15 minutes at Cambridge, where he changed it to 4-4-2, it was perfect. It was perfect when he changed it to that 4-4-2 near bloody Christmas, near Christmas, at Cambridge for the last 15 minutes. We looked like we were going to score a goal. We looked like the team that was more up for it. Last 5 minutes or so, when he brought Corbin and Shadipo, changed it. We looked a lot more attacking. I don't get how he's playing Hunt and Brown as wing-back when you could just play Shadipo and Corbin as your wingers. Because they've got the speed, they've got the pace. Let them have it. Corbin didn't come on for long, but he made a difference straight away. So, it's one of those odd ones. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I know we want to play this situational football and we play to whoever the team is. It just doesn't seem like it's working. And that's why we don't have, like, a dedicated, like, team each time we play. It's why it's all a constant different team, different shape. Because we're playing for whoever we're playing the next game. Which is... It's interesting, let's put it that way. I like the idea and the confidence of him doing it. The way he's done it so far hasn't worked yet for me. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's a long season, but we just got to start picking up points. We got to turn the draws now into wins and get into that winning formation. It shows if a team can go on a winning run in this league, you can get up there because it's so tight at the minute. Oh, nearly took out. I don't know what that's meant to be. Final destination here with these lorries with logs. But it's been an interesting week. Another set piece that did us. That's 2 in a week now, which ain't great. The one at Cambridge was ridiculous with 2 men round him and he still managed to get a diving header off. No idea how that happens. I think at the minute we do have a slight issue in the defensive area. It won't surprise me if we try and call Brennan back. No, they look like they dropped off a little bit, which is interesting. And so have Bolton now, since they've lost their captain. So it could be when we go to play Sunderland, it could actually work out to be a good time for us to play them while they're not on much form. But we also know Wednesday are very much the team if it's last minutes or last 10 minutes to go. It keeps happening that, and that's got to be something psychological. Because it is ridiculous how many times we do this and go, right, last 10 minutes, here we go. And then it doesn't happen. It's ridiculous at the minute. But it'll be interesting to see what he does. Corbin, you've got that. I'm hoping, the part of me that's hoping Windass get fit, we had that pace going forward and it completely changes it. Because at the minute, there isn't much pace in this team. We invite pressure, you're right, Louis. We invite a lot of pressure. It's like we wait for them to just get into their stride. And there isn't that... When we scored the goal yesterday, we had about a good five minutes where we dominated it. We had the ball. We were going for it, looking for that goal. Then the moment we gave them the ball back, we gave them time to settle. And the moment they settled on the ball, they had it. They managed to... Yeah. We just switch off all the time. And it's becoming a common theme that this team can't do 90 minutes of football. They can either do one really good half 45 and then a bad 45. Or they do an okay 45 with little bits of brilliant bits in between. There's nothing there to go for it. If you're in the stream, please hit the like button. It helps the algorithm push it out to more people. We've got 9 concurrent viewers in. If we can get that up a bit, that'd be much appreciated. It's... Oh, God, sounds like Moore. I could do an entire Moore interview. He's really not a good speaker when it comes to speaking to press like that. But it is that stupid thing where when we get that goal, we're up, we're looking for it. The moment that goal, we give them the ball. Like, I thought Bannon was quite poor yesterday at times. I think Bannon is very good for this league, but I don't know if he's captain material. I know that's going to be a bit of a touchy one. I don't know if he's a captain. Don't get me wrong, I like Bannon. Bannon is a really good player and we're lucky to have him in this league. It's the same with Iortha and co. The nice thing about this week is that it's a... Alright, mate, how are you? Arpo. I do feel like the pressure's getting on more now. My only thing is, when we are at the minute in terms of the league place, it would be very cruel on Chansiri to sack him because you could go with the argument. you could literally go with the argument we're not that far away from playoffs and getting up to the top. I think he gets a season at least, because the bits that you see he's doing really well. But yesterday, he got his tactics all wrong. The three at the back, we don't do well with it. I understand why we're doing it at the minute. The three at the back is literally we don't have any centre-backs. Come January, Chansiri needs to give him a bit of cash and go out and get some centre-backs in. Probably send Gibson back to Everton. Try and buy a centre-back or two, because it's hard at the minute. Because we can go, well, play this team, this lineup, but if he hasn't got the fit player for it, he's not going to be able to, is he? And at the moment, we've got, what? Dunkley, who I believe probably got rested because he did 2 games in a week. No, 2 games in a week, and he probably was a bit knackered. Johnson, he even said yesterday, Johnson's more of an offensive player. At least he finally said that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, no. Hang on a minute. I need to pull over. Oh, poop. That's not what I want to read. Oh well. That's annoying. I did not want to read that. I'll send a message later. A proper one. But yeah. We're struggling a minute. We are close in this league. It doesn't make sense. I don't get it. Oh, you come by. Mrs. is my moderator. I'll just send her a message. I sent you a message. Hey, Fizz. We're doing well. Three back just didn't seem like it would work. What the hell truck is this? Talking of Fizz Delete. He's had a cracking couple of games. He's making it. He's making that shirt his own. He can't actually get that shirt off him now, because he has really made that shirt his own. He's just bossing it. Players yesterday, when he runs, they bounce off him. They absolutely bounce off him. I'm well happy for him, because we've been calling for it on the podcast. Talking Wednesday podcast every Tuesday at 5 PM on Dirty Boxer channel and on all podcast platforms of choice. Can't tell I've done that before. But yeah, he really does bounce off players, and it's really nice to see. It's nice to see him getting that chance, and he's making that shirt his. And we all knew he had that in him, because we saw it a little bit in pre-season. We've seen it in some of the odd games he got last year. I think he's actually helping driving the team forward as well. Some of the runs he made yesterday were fantastic. He looks really good. No worries. You're just really smashing it. He's just making it very, very hard to take that shirt off him, because people just bounce off him. He deserved the goal yesterday. Thought he was going to go, won the goal when it was such a good hit. It was so unlucky. But fair play to Dennis Adeniran to see that rebound. And I don't know how he got that in. I really don't know how he got that in, personally. It was such a tight angle, but he took it. Hey, Glenn, how you doing, mate? But we I think we got the midfield partnership now. I think Dele plays, I think Bannon plays. We just need that missing link, because Wing at that season looked good, and I hope his confidence isn't hit too much, because he looks like a really good player going forward at times. And the Wing we saw at Rotherham is completely different to the Wing we see now, kind of thing. But the answer isn't changing the gaffer every 5 minutes. At the end of the day, you can't keep doing that. How many times have we changed our manager? Kind of thing. We had it all last season. We need to stick with one bloke and back him. Yes, I know people are annoyed with it. The players will be more annoyed than we are, because they'll want all 3 points. At the end of the day, they're footballers. Am I going to Paris here? I am. So it'll be good to see what happens. Hi mate, do you think it's a mental thing? I think it's a mixture as a mental thing. With I don't know, because we can say it's a mental thing, but at the end of the day, they've had this for the last couple of seasons. So unless it's some of the players, I don't know. At first I thought it was, but then when you look at the squad, yes, it is a new squad, but we've been like this for about two or three seasons. Our last away win, like where we come from behind to win, was against Birmingham when Hooper scored, I think. Mate, it's not down to the fan when we'll get started. Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't think DC's gonna sack him. That's the thing. I don't think DC's going to sack him, because you look at where we are. We're not that far off. We just need to now start turning these draws into wins. If we can start turning these draws into wins, perfect. If you are here, well, all my socials are all PunkChef41, so you'll find me easily if you want to follow any of me on theirs. Just keep it nice and simple for it, so I don't have to. It was 2016, correct, darling. But it's like 6 years ago since we actually come from behind away to win, and it's really odd. It's very, very odd that we've got that kind of record, but they'll come good. I hope so. To be fair, mate, in one sense, he can, because in theory, he's not actually spent any money in terms of transfers. He's actually managed to keep it. He's not spent more money on transfers, so he might be able to. I always said that this season was gonna be a building season where we may possibly have to either just miss out on going up or be a mid-table. And I know that's not what people want, and I know the players are all saying, no, we're going up. And I like that from the players. That gives me hope. It gives me a bit of thing that they know what they're going to do. But on Bailey P shot for the goal. He might have been a bit distant not to get something right. It was just bad defending, mate. It's just bad defending, but at the end of the day, we're getting done by set pieces. People know when they come to play us at the minute that if you see them playing it from the back, there's a chance. I am all over the road. There's a chance where you could nick it off us, and that's just got to try and improve it a little bit. But at the same time, there's good things. A lot won't, mate. A lot of fans won't. The thing is, there's a lot of fans at the minute that are not thinking right and not looking at where we are in the table and stuff. Yesterday I did in the video say the tactics weren't right, this wasn't right, and that's on the gaffer. But at the same time, all these people turning around and go, oh, we should sack more and bring Ryan Lowe in or stuff like that. Ryan Lowe is not going to leave top of the table Plymouth to come to Wednesday, who are in a battle. It's just not happening. That's just not, and people keep going, money talk, it's not going to happen. You look at the whole situation with the Cambridge result. Cambridge had a game plan. They got at us, and they were really good. They were very, very good. They did their job. But the other thing you've got is a Cambridge team that this... Oh, I hope we're going off here. Cambridge then went to Shrewsbury Town. Remember, we got a draw against them. And they got beat 3-1. It's just that stupid thing. I don't see this whole mentality change of manager. For years, we've all been saying we need to stick with one manager and he's got to be the person to drive it forward. We've got somebody who's wanting to do that and build on stuff and get things right. Got that person in Mort. He's had a really good recruitment. Yeah, we win. Our corners are an absolute wake with Bannon. I think someone on Twitter yesterday was counting and he's up to like 57 this year. I think he's up to like 57, 58 corners. Barry Bannon hasn't managed to get it on the head of someone. I like it. I like something else to take control of corner. I did like wing taking corner for a little bit. Our set pieces, we should be dominating them. We just don't. Cambridge and Lincoln, 2 former National League teams, even embarrassing. I'm not embarrassed by it. I'm not having that, mate. I'm not having going. It's embarrassing. No way. That's disrespectful to other teams. Ain't having that. They deserve to be in this league, as do we. They fought their way up to get out of National League, to get into the leagues. We're not having that, mate. No, that's not fair. I'm not having that. At the end of the day, they deserve to be here. They absolutely deserve to be here in this league. And if we don't turn up on that day, that's on us. The Morecambe game, if we buried our chances, we could have won that a good couple of 5 or 6-0. Because we had so many chances. Lincoln would playoff. Yeah, is that like Harper said? Lincoln were playoff finalists last year. They're a team that gradually builds. And you can't... when the fans that are going, this is embarrassing, we shouldn't be doing this, we should be doing this. We're here for a reason. They're here for a reason. At the end of the day, the shortest player on the team can't get the ball to the heads of the rest of the team. That is kind of funny. At the end of the day, we are there for a reason. Anyone who goes, oh, it's embarrassing for this, it's embarrassing for this, we should be smashing these. Haven't looked at the quality of League One recently. There is some quality in there, and there's a lot of big teams in there. And B, we're here by merit. We're here by merit. We didn't survive on the last day. Yeah, we had stuff that was off the field which had nothing to do with the fans or the players. But that's what it is. At the end of the day, everybody deserves to be here. And if we're going to give teams chances, or nearly give them chances, we deserve everything we get. Like, I haven't actually looked at I looked at the table last night, but I haven't looked at this morning. Oh, let me have a look. Break. Let me have a look. Oh, this has got quite a Oriental vibe. Let's have a look. Life goals. Let me find this. This is riveting stuff while I look for other live goal prediction things are available. Let's have a look. Why are you just showing me the Premiership? England. League One. There we go. Table. So, we're 9th place on 21 points, right? Oxford are in 6th place on 24. Milton Keynes 22. Burton 22. Ipswich has suddenly come up. They're now in 10th. Remember where they were a long time ago? Just remember where Ipswich were a while ago. You go on a bit of a run, you can get up here. Like, top 6. If you're looking at top 6, Plymouth on 30, Wickham on 30, Wigan on 28, Sunderland on 28, Rotherham on 27, Oxford on 24. Now, we have got the situation that soon there's going to be a big load of games coming up, and it's going to be interesting how these teams do around the Christmas point. Now, I'll say it now, we never do well around the Christmas time. Too many ifs and what maybe the season where we are because we are not up to it. We're where we are, mate, because we're a new sodding team. We're a new sodding team. Yes, it got to gel quickly. It got to click. But at the same time, our situation at the minute is that we are very much of the kind of thing is people go, we should be doing this. This is what I'm sick and tired of hearing. I'm sick and tired of people going, it's embarrassing for us to get beat by this team. It's embarrassing. They deserve to be here. We deserve to be here. We've thrown, yeah, and how many, Glenn, we've thrown points away from winning positions for ages. It's not changed. Yeah, no, I'm not agreeing or disagreeing. We have done that. But also, how many different managers have we had during that point who come in to try and put their own stamp on the team? Lots. How many times, how many transfer windows have we gone and done stuff and then not got the right players in? Same. You're acting like I don't understand this. I understand it 100%, mate. We've thrown points away. Watch a lot of my videos. You know I say that. At the end of the day, we throw points away because this team doesn't concentrate. And I don't know why, and I don't know what it is. But at the end of the day, us getting on the player back, people saying more got to go, more got to go. We took too long in sacking Josh. Josh got too long, to be fair. We then brought in Bruce. I think if Bruce stays, we possibly get sorted and thingy. The way you're wording it, mate. The way you're wording it. I know you're not having to go, but the way you're wording it. Go, but other people flagging fans off. Yeah, but our fans are actually being... They are being really bad at slagging other teams off, though. This is the thing. If you're going to slag other teams off and not give them the respect, you're going to get crap back. Because at the end of the day, there's a lot of fans on Twitter or wherever who are going, well, this ain't good enough. We should be beating them because we're the mighty Sheffield Wednesday. Not how football works, mate. At the end of the day, some of our fans can be absolutely stupid and think because we're who we are, we should be doing well. If a fan thinks that's the situation we should be in because of our namesake, it's not the point. The big thing we got is that we're set up. Wow, Ranger player just got his 100th goal from. Nice. The big one for me with Wednesday is we start off slow. We either start off too slow, like we have done, or we start off fast and then we drop off. Those fans are embarrassed, still living in the 1990s. We aren't a big club. We haven't been that club for a long time. As much as people are not going to like that, she does have the point. People won't like that, but there's a point. The thing is, the teams here who will see us as the big gout, and they'll set up to be the big gout, and that's the thing. If we have a team that's set up to go right, we're going to beat Wednesday because they're our cup final this year, they're going to beat us. End of the day, they are going to beat us because that's the mentality. We need to really. Whereabouts am I actually? I'm still in France. Am I anywhere near the border? Right, we're near Calais soon. If I was E.G. Morecambe, man, I'd just take a print out of Wednesday, thank you. Exactly. Bang on, Harpo. That is exactly it. Well, look at what happened the other day when the Bolton manager said they were the best team in the league, and they got smashed. The team talk is done. There. That can't bite us. That can bite us big time. Yeah, it can. I think our fans need to realise the position we're in. And it's not a lot of them. A lot of them kind of understand it. We have a few that it's about a 50-60 split. Hey, all time late. The stream started, just got in there. No worries, Jack Chicken. How are you, mate? I hope you're well. But we have to. Moore said this week we play situational football. I don't like situational football. I understand the concept. You play for what's in front of you. Brilliant. But yesterday, Lincoln could have beat us for the first time in their history. Kind of thing. We're still up and around it, and we need to start turning these points into wins. He has actually built the squad on quite a solid defensive foundation, even though it doesn't feel like it because we keep letting silly goals in and flipping the lead. But we have actually been made quite defensively solid. I know that sounds daft when you look at all the mistakes we made and stuff yesterday. But he has actually made us defensively solid. Let me find that stat that Joe Cran put up yesterday. Where is it? Where are you, Joe? Joe Cran. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, interesting. Josh Render has joined Carlton Palmer Grantham Town on a month's loan. Some breaking news there for you. Let's have a look. The job here is the job. I'm getting my teeth into it. He had kind of given a bit of a rally call though recently. Let's have a look. Where is it? It was the start of the game. Darren Moore wanted Sheffield Wednesday difficult to beat. With 1 loss in 8 games, he appeared to have done that. Now it's about turning these draws into wins because single points won't get them too far. If they can take their chances, they can do it. There you go. So, in theory, one bit of the job's done. Making us hard to beat, he's done that. The problem is, we're hard to beat, but then we give it away ourselves to be beaten. Shefty was there, sniffing around for a job, clearly. Yeah. Shefty that was playing our. If there was a league where first goal winner would be top of the league, we'd win. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah, definitely. It is nice to see a loaning player, but that also makes it. It's interesting that we're loaning a lot of the goalkeepers out now, which is good. Don't all doing all right, mate, despite it all. I get what Dan Moore calls situational football, but it can easily carry over into rational football, which allow. Yeah, exactly. I 100% agree with that, Jed Chicken. Giant Chicken, even. Oh. Keep your eyes on the road. The thing is, situation football is something that's actually very much talked about in the NFL. It's something, what's he bloody called? New England Patriots coach say it a lot. And they always talk about how they play to situational football. So you play for what the play will be or what will happen in that play kind of thing. And it does work. I feel like I've nicked some of Dexter's music here because they sound like Dexter's thingy music, dream music. If not, you're about to be spoiled. But it got that vibe to it. Driving like they're playing. It's that thing. He has made us defensively solid now. I think this team might come alive once Josh is back. Once Windass is playing. So no, it's alright, mate. I get it. I completely get it. It's very. We've had it before when we've had conversations when we've actually spoke on the phone, mate. Where something that comes across in text doesn't come through well when it's spoke out of someone's mouth. So I get it. Don't worry about it. But it is that whole situation where we have to be very mindful that this is a new squad. And I'm not going to use that very often because like we're now getting close to the busy end of the season. You look at what Ipswich are doing now. Ipswich look like they're finally starting to gel, but Ipswich are also that kind of team that will suddenly out of nowhere get a stupid, really weird result and it'll plummet them. It's just showing you how tight this league is. Ipswich were near the bottom. Couple of wins, they're up there. We go on a couple of wins, we're up there. We just got to get this mental side of this team switched on for full 90. We can't have it where we do a good 45 or a good 15 minutes there, sit back, a 15 minutes there because we're having to get back into the game and win it. Can you imagine what that place would have been like yesterday if we have, A, won, and B, it was like a Corbinu winner. That would have made Twitter unbearable, but it would have been good at the same time. The Corbinu thing, it's quite interesting what he said this week with everything. Because he has actually said that, like, he's spoken to Wolves. Wolves are understanding of stuff. They get what they're doing with him. He's had nothing from them saying that he could be being recalled. We're at the Channel Tunnel. They said nothing about him being recalled. He needs to start, though. I think next game, he got to get him on the... let me concentrate here. Because I always get this wrong. There. Right, let me just get down here, because I always mess these up. Thomas Laffer, I know we aren't doing too well, but I'm against the call. Ditto. I'm against the call for Darren Moore's head. I don't think it's the right call. Thomas, you've hit the nail on the head straight away with your first comment in. Well done, mate. I much appreciate that. Our Wednesday fans, we think we're a God-given right to instant such death. We are, very much so. And you've hit... Have I got to reverse off here? Please tell me I don't have to reverse off here. Oh, no. Probably. I don't do reversing. Can I pull out of here? Let's have a look. As someone said earlier, look at Sunderland. Sunderland is not doing well now. It's interesting. Some teams start off really badly. Look, right, I'll give you a classic example of this league. Blackpool last season started terrible. They were really bad. Got themselves into playoffs. Got promoted. It just clicked. Everything started to click. I think the thing is, if we're not scoring enough, that's the issue. And when we are making the chances, we're not burying. Like, I had someone yesterday put a tweet out about how Lee Gregory, he shouldn't be here, the blunt, he's not any good for us and stuff like that. Were you saying that when he's been scoring? No. Too many teams, especially big teams like our name, all, like you say, you were on the merit regarding bad circumstances, all things that has happened. Other things, what if we had... Let me read that again. Too many teams, especially big teams, live on our name. And like you say, you are where you are on the merit of regard to bad circumstances or other things. It is what it is, and we have to accept it. Yep! Pretty much. Because we can't do anything else. We can't... Like Chansiri said in the past about if we wanted to... not looking where I'm going. If we wanted to, like, if fans wanted to, like, buy the club out, he has said, well, bunt together and buy the club out. Like, we're not going to do that, though, are we? No one got the cash to really buy him out, especially what he wants for the club. I think last valuation it was 160 or something. So we're not going to do that. The thing is, £160, yeah, we can all do that. £160 million, maybe not. But it's the thing is, I'm given our circumstance, I'm really happy that we're in touch with the playoff placer, but I want to see us sitting firmly and then by Christmas. Yeah, 100%. I completely agree with that. Yeah, we need to be sitting in them become Christmas because we know what Sheffield Wednesday Football Club are like when it comes to Christmas. We are not a good team at Christmas, so we need to build on it now and get solid. Can't afford a full kit, never mind a full kit. Shut up, you. Cheaper than it had been. And I'm going to get rimped by the club come end of November-ish time. I've got a little one's shirt to buy. Shirt with a name on the back, plus shorts, socks, you name it, she's having it. Because she's so upset she doesn't have a Wednesday shirt anymore that she can fit in. We got her one when she was first born. That is a nice looking trailer. We got her one when she was first born, and she wore that for ages and ages. She got a Celtic one as well, and she wore that one for ages as well. But she's now got no football shirts, and she's a bit gutted. We are the cup final for the lesser teams in this league. They are 5, 6 teams who have the same experience as get games up. Yeah, pretty much. It'll be interesting to see what we do in that Plymouth game in the cup. Plymouth might rest some players. They might go, even though, I don't know. It's that chief thing. In this league, yeah. I just realised that my dashboard ain't working. What's going on here? Why is that not working? No. My dash ain't working. Okay. I know she does. We're sorting it out this year. She likes having a football kick, bless her. But it's an interesting one we went to at the minute, because I could understand all the talking about us having to call for Darren Moore's head if we were like 15th, 16th or near the bottom and it hasn't started well. But just little mistakes are what are costing us at the minute. And that's on the team. The one thing I will say about Bannon yesterday, Bannon had a massive go at Jack Hunt in that game. And the mistake was actually Barry Bannon's, not Jack Hunt's, but he still had a go at him. I'm still not sold on Barry Bannon. Put your teeth in. I'm still not sold on Barry Bannon as the captain. I don't know why. I think he's good for motivation, he's good for the players. Enjoy your stuff as always, and you and Dexter know your stuff, but pumpkin carving awaits. The joys of parenting. Yeah, we've got that to come soon. Good luck, Thomas. When you do the pumpkin carving, if you got a handheld wick, use that to get all the insides out. It makes it a lot quicker. Yeah, we've got to do that soon. Go fun. Have fun, Thomas. Have a good one, mate. And I much appreciate the kind words. And we'll talk more on the Talking Wednesday podcast as well. Have a good one, mate. Have a good Sunday. Hope family's all well. But it's that situation. We got to play. We can only play what's in front of us. And there was a lot yesterday when we were playing, and you saw us with the ball at the back. We gave it away too much, and nearly gave ungifted them chances. Like, I forgot Chris Maguire played for Lincoln, and I would have put money on him scoring one against us yesterday. Sacrilegious, I know. I've got Barnes and Sheffield United on in the background. See what's occurring there. Go on, Barnsley, beat Sheffield United. Go on. I'll try that one. Cheers, bud. Have a good one, mate. But yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it right. We're near the top. We're near the playoff. We're getting there. It's very fine margins that we're losing. We're not doing things right. Is that what she's singing right now? No, I don't smell. I had a wash. There you go. Bless her. But yeah, I do also want to say thank you for everyone that understood about me not streaming midweek. I felt like death. I felt horrible. Didn't feel great. Whenever I get ill, it gets compounded a lot more with my F&D, which doesn't help. On the subject of F&D as well, if I can find it, a good friend of mine yesterday was doing a 5-mile walk on her crutches, who also has F&D. And she absolutely smashed it. She didn't manage to do the full 5 mile, but she's managing to do something else as well on top of that. And it's spreading awareness, and it's also raising money for it. A goal 500, I think she's at 170, 180 right now. And she's doing really, really well. There's a lot of things going off in the background that we're trying to do to raise a bit more money for F&D. It's a charity that doesn't get much look in because of what F&D is, and a lot of people don't understand what it is. So if we can find the link, we'll put it in. If you could donate to her, I'd much appreciate it. Or if you want a super chat, I will donate that super chat to her donation. Kind of thing, because she's doing really well, bless her. She's feeling it today, though. She's massively feeling it today. But going back to the football, we just gotta tighten up. They've got to tighten up. The thing that gets me, especially with the defensive side, is Darren Moore, being an ex-defender, must be going absolutely fair, seeing what he can see without going wrong. I just realised I haven't been able to see my OBS for the last hour or so. There you go. Well, I don't think I've been on for an hour, but you know what I mean. How long have I been streaming for, actually? If you could let me know, Sarah. Just so I know. Ideally, I think I might do that soon, actually, yeah. In the last 3 games, we're really missing some of our more physical players like Hutch, Longo, and maybe Winder. That's why Finland are really important. Yeah. We're just missing that bite, aren't we? We're missing that bite in the midfield area. Windass is good at that. Patterson's very good at that. And I think that's why Patterson came on. I don't think Gregory's that great with it, to be honest with you. I think he's a little bit more like the ball to him. And some of the time when the ball went up to it, it's just holding it up. Adena and Fizz were just superb yesterday. And there's a good little partnership building there. Also, a quick one on the club. Put a new contract in front of Deli Bashiru, please. I think he's out of contract at the end of this year. Get another contract in front of him. I do not want to see what we did with Shaw and Urgidi again. Also, one of the things I didn't know is one of the players in the Lincoln team, Deli has gone through the ranks with him. So it was like the first time he'd actually properly played him. So it was nice to see that. Because I think when a player who's gone through the ranks at another club goes against another player, it's always interesting. Also, interesting factoid for you. This week games, both the Delabashiru brothers have scored. One for us and one for Reading. Both of them on the same week score a goal, which was an interesting factoid. I always like things like that. Hey up, Bob. How you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Probably around 6 years. Yeah, I need to message Declan a little bit. I'm good, mate. How are you? Nice to be streaming again, actually. I miss doing this. I do enjoy it. I might do a couple during the week as well. Because I have got... Because one game weeks are not good for the channel. And I'm trying to see if I can put some other things on the channel as well. They might not stick and they might not do well. But I want to keep the channel ticking over. Because one game week just don't do the channel good. And in one sense, it's actually good that it's a one game week this week because it's half term. Not bad, mate, you're saying. Not bad, mate. Nice peaceful drive today. Gone from France to Cambridge, and then we'll probably go from Cambridge to Sheffield again, and then I'll probably call it there. Been going for a while. It's been nice. I've been on and off watching the Rangers game. Now I've got the Sheffield United Barnsley game on. Or Barnsley Sheffield United, I should say. Definitely need to keep Fizz. I think we can look a bit lightweight by League One standards. Yeah. We've been lightweight, even for Championship standard, for the last 2 seasons or so. We've never really picked up that midfield thing. we never really got. We never had someone in that middle for a while who can do that kind of thing without looking like they're going to get injured every 5 minutes. Hint, hint, Hutch. But it will be interesting to see how we do. I think we'll do all right. I still. Please, can you send this to? Of course, I can, Harpo. We will send that over. I much appreciate that, mate. We'll get that sent over. Thank you, Harpo. That means the world. If we can get it close to the 200 mark, it'll be even better. I will do that. Oh, poop. Very, very, very kind of you, mate. I much appreciate it. Can you go? Can I just screenshot that a minute? Give me a minute. I can send her that. Yeah. I much appreciate that, Harpo. Really do. There's also a bit of fundraising I'm going to be doing soon, and until I've got the facts and figures worked out, I'll let you know. It's a little bit funny. It's gonna be good, actually. I'm looking forward to it. But I want to raise a bit of money for it because I've had this for what, 12 plus years now. It don't get easier. Like at the minute, as I'm currently driving, my leg going 10 to the dozen. So I'm trying to rethink it, restart it. There's such an oriental vibe on this music. I like it. Whoa! I'm gonna kill Skoda. We all know how good I am at killing Skodas. What's everyone planned for the Sunday then? What you all having for dinner? What's the Sunday dinner of choice today? I think we're having a roast chicken. To be fair, I don't have much on today, to be fair. May even start sorting out some studio stuff that I want to get sorted. Tractors! That's a game I'm looking forward to playing. Remind me, actually, once we get to this place, we'll drop this off and I will do the, I will do, there's something I've been meaning to do on my button box, and I haven't done it in a while, and I keep forgetting. Am I turning here? Is it down here? I'm gonna crash into a car. Where is it? Is it in here? Oh! No, I'm gonna crash into a lorry. Turn. Just got a new phone with Trial Alpha 2. Oh, please watch Ted Lasso. It's so funny. Yes! Watch Ted Lasso. It's awesome. I highly recommend that show. Ooh. Why is that red? Why did I lose variant points? I don't know. Right, what they got? .com? Yeah, nope. Right, we need to go from Cambridge back up to Sheffield if we can. Freight market. Ow. I definitely want Ted Lasso, mate. It's very good. I did go to the game yesterday, mate. Cambridge to Aberdeen. Leon. Where's Leon? No, not too far. There's nothing closer. Felixstowe. Cardiff. Rotterdam. Lisbon. No. London, Rotterdam, Hanover, Nantes. I would do that, but they're really slow. London, no. Birmingham, let's have a look at Birmingham. Who we got next? We got Cheltenham, haven't we? Grimsby. Shall I just drive to Sheffield instead? We'll just drive to Sheffield, sod it. Where's Sheffield? 3 hours, that won't take me long. To be fair, I will say something. I'm never a fan of people booing, but I get why they did. And I thought Darren Moore's comments yesterday on the boom was actually quite interesting. Kind of use it as motivation. Bye bye, Coda. We're just going back to Sheffield. Going back to Sheffield, and I will end the stream, and we'll set one up ready for the next one. 24% damage. We'll get the truck fixed as well. I'm knackering this truck. Not much. Day on course. Because I've got no trailer, I can fly to Sheffield. But it will be interesting to see what we do midweek and how everything goes. One of the things I'm wanting to do, I wanted to kind of do little videos of some stories that will be in the podcast, but also do my own little take on it. Because I do like doing them. We have to, with the podcast, I'm having to pick and choose which story, because we can go on in depth in the podcast with both of us, and I can have my own take as well. And I don't want people to be like, they've heard this story twice. So I'll figure it, I'll work it out. But we're doing well on the podcast. Podcast is doing well. If you like the Dirty Box channel, if you also like my channel, you will like the Talking Wednesday podcast, which is every Tuesday at 5 p.m. and it's on all all podcast platforms of choice. Now, the big thing that we keep bashing a little bit is that reviews of the podcast are a little bit like the like button in YouTube. It helps algorithms. So the more reviews that get left, the more it gets sent out to other people, the more different people it goes to, and it kind of would be nice to get it out there a bit more. So if you're somebody who has Apple Podcast or Chaser or Google Podcast or any of the podcast platforms of choice, if you go to the things, leave a review, it helps the podcast get pushed further. It really helps us improve where the podcast goes as well. It's like this on YouTube. The more likes you hit, the more it gets hit in the algorithm, the more it then gets pushed out to other people. Like people have been saying that they've been getting recommendations of some of my old videos from way back, and that's because the algorithm's just doing its job by pushing out older videos and sending more content out to people. I can tell my fit's a bit there. I'm going a bit weird with my speech, which ain't good. It's when I know that things are not great with my F&D. So that's why I'm going to try and get to Sheffield quickly. I'll find them for you, mate. Give me a minute. We'll go to Yorkshire Examiner because they're normally very good at having a good transcript or however you say it. Darren Moore. Let's have a look. Not now. Another woeful performance. Where's Darren Moore bloody post match? Marvin Johnson. Bad habits. Bad habit. Not now. Where is it? Oh, I read it yesterday as well. Yeah, that's the one. Changing soon, actually. Pleds. Where is this? Did they take it down? I think he said something. Oh, that's it. Found it. There we go. Everywhere Dan Moore said on Sheffield Wednesday. Let me find it. So if you want to go read this stuff, it's on the Examiner Live. Dan Moore. There were boos at half time and full time. What will your message be to the fans? If my job is to change it, and that's exactly what I will be doing. The boos ring around because they want to win. They have a half week at work and they want to see their team win. I understand that. I have been in the game long enough. There are 92 clubs in the league, including Sheffield Wednesday, and they want to win every single week. I want to win, and so do the players. We are not a team of individuals. We are a team, and we have to find the right balance and cohesion. It is October, and we have to find that. We have to find that, and I'm being straight. I will tell it as it is. I'm not sure. Do boos affect players? I'm not sure. I can only speak for me as a player. It was a driving stick for me as a player. The boos were a driving stick for me in terms of my performance. Your professionalism, you're completing, and you are trying to win games. We got our noses in front. Did it affect the players? We took the lead, so I would say no. There you go. To be fair, I don't think it did affect the players because our players throw leads away. Look, we had a 2-0 win versus Sodding. Who was it? Someone help me out. Who were winning 2-0? Yeah, I thought it was half. I thought it was pretty balanced, and that's the thing. He speaks very well. He's very balanced with what he says and the stuff he comes out with. It's not like ranting and raving. He doesn't seem to have a go at a player. It seems like he got that whole thing. It's a team game, and that's what it'll be. And Wimbledon, thank you. We've played so many games recently. I'm all over play. Like the Wimbledon game, he could have used that going. We got our noses in front. Did the booing help kind of thing versus Wimbledon? When they could, like yesterday, Donny went 3-1 up. At the end of the game, it was 3-2. I think they scored in like the 92nd minute to make it 3-2. That could have been Wednesday yesterday. In terms of like, but we know what we're like. We probably go from being 3-0 up to 3-3. Whatever the situation is at the back at the minute, it needs change. But I understand at the minute, we don't have the players at the back. I think our recruitment was very, very good. I wasn't out of the game, but the boo sound is a bit half-assed, to be fair, than the usual hardcore. It was a little bit, but a lot actually went to get a pint even before half-time. The queue for a pint was ridiculous. It was already quite long. But the thing is, there's things the club can do and there's things the team can do, but Darren comes across, and people are gonna hate this. He comes across as a nice guy, and people go, "Oh, he hasn't got it. He's not a manager." And people say, "Oh, he's out of his depth in this." These are the comments that I find really interesting when people say, "Oh, he's out of his." I didn't boo. I clapped. I never boo. I don't think it's a good way of doing it. On the second half, we were distracted looking to see if we were making any subs. Yeah, I was interested we didn't make any subs, and I thought the whole situation with Theo going to sit down and then bringing him back on for a little bit was a bit weird. I would have just thought, just bring him on. Just grab him, like, even if they got a goal, you don't need to change it. Just grab him and get him on. He would have done a lot more for us in that period than he did. But we just shut off. We just switch off. The fact that we're getting goals from set pieces now is a bit worrying. Like the goal against Cambridge that they scored. It's like he had 3 players around him. How is that not getting blocked? I'd like to see some people on the line a little bit more. But at the same time, it's one of these things. Like, we can say everything we want to say. Unless it gets sorted on the pitch, then there's not a lot we can do with fans, and there's no point calling for the manager's head yet because that's ridiculous. If you're not happy with what you're watching, you can always just miss a game or two and see what happens and go back when you're better. But football fans don't do that; they like to go. Yeah, we're struggling with that. It would be nice to do that because we had a period where it was like clean sheet after clean sheet, and then that's dropped. And that's going to affect our goal difference soon if we keep doing it. And it's just a concentrating thing with this team. I'd like to keep going next few games, use him or lose him, I fear. I think that's the case. I thought that as well. I actually thought that as well. But from what Darren said midweek in his interview, it seemed like when I think they came up for the Wigan game to have a speak to about how Theo was doing and how he's doing. And Wolves haven't indicated that to him. They actually said, yeah, we understand what you're doing. We know what you're doing there and why I think. I do think he winds some of the players up because remember when he had that Dunkley interview? Dunkley came into that interview going, sorry, I'm a bit angry. I've just had a row with Wanderer's Wig Kid. And then he started talking about all the nicknames that he given some of the players. I think he winds some of the lads up, but I think he's a bit like that Berahino kind of player back in the day. Oh, no, I'm not going to Birmingham. I'm going to Sheffield. The Berahino kind of player where he got that kind of big I am a little bit. And I don't know that personally. It's the vibe you get from some of the stuff you hear. And he came on, nearly did well. His corners were better than Barry Bannon's. Definitely need to find a different set piece taker because it's just not working. I think Barry trying to do everything because he's captain. Hello, Captain Nat. How are you, mate? Hope you well. How did your lads Sunday team do? Did they play today? Yeah, there's a lot of things missing on here. Just realised I don't have anything up there. My dashboard ain't working. Interesting. I'm going to have to look at that. But at the end of the day, I think Barry Bannon he's trying to make up for last season a little bit and trying to do everything to help he can. Because I feel like he got a lot of big responsibility on his hands from last season, and I think he feels a lot of it was his fault, especially from the Bristol City game where he missed that penalty. And I think he's still got a little bit of it in his head. He shouldn't have. You try and move on and get over it, but it's hard to do. We are getting it. It's a no for. Oh, nice, mate. I bet it's nice. Oh, it's half term, innit? Yeah. So, wife being a teacher, you'll be having a bit of a break, won't you? How is it up there? Is it alright? At least it's good to have a break, mate. Read that later. God, I hope it's not written in his contract. That is daft if that's in his contract. But changing it up would be nice. Oh, that's not bad then. Take that in October. But Barry Bannon corners just frustrate everyone because they don't hit the first man. Hey, Susan, no worries. To be fair, I will be coming off soon. It's my fault. I didn't put a very good. I normally put it out the night before when I'm going streaming, and say hello. Okay. I have a funny feeling my little girl's watching Daddy on the tablet, and she wanted Daddy to say hello. Hello, McKenna. But it's that thing at the minute. If she, oh no, we're watching it on the telly. Fair enough. We are bad at football. We're not though, mate. You can say we're bad at football, but we're not. We're just bad at them. We're just not able to concentrate at the minute, Jack. If we were bad at football, we'd be bottom of the league. If we were that bad, we wouldn't be just near the playoffs at the minute. Have time to think, mate, on it. Just think. If we were that bad, we would be bottom. We're not bottom. At the minute, we're just struggling to contain leads and we're struggling with concentration. If we could be set up a little bit stronger for an attacking team to play then, yes, it would have been nicer. But I think at the minute, we're dealing with injuries. We're dealing with this whole situation of football, which I agree doesn't work. But it is what it is. We're not all that bad, mate. At the end of the day, I think we just got to keep an eye on what's going on. And just... I said it in the stream. People have got that whole thing called Wednesday. We have a divine... And somebody else said it, that we have a divine thing that we should be winning every game. And saying, oh, this is embarrassing to lose to these teams. We're all in the same league, mate. At the end of the day, we all have to beat what's in front of us. And at the minute, some teams are set up a little bit better to beat us. I think since we lost Massimo Longo, hello Sheffield, brilliant. Since we lost Mass, that had been a huge loss for us because the Rotherham game when he played, we were looking really solid. We were looking like a really good unit. We had that person sweeping up behind the ball. We looked like we could do something. And again, when we lost Mass last season, we looked like we lost something a little bit. And maybe a proper CDM coming in might be something that we look at in the summer. We actually go and pick up another in the summer. In January, we go pick up a CDM. Sign him in. I'll be honest, felt annoyed yesterday. Then I went out for a few beers. Think I'm getting used to it now. I got annoyed with it yesterday, Captain Nat. On the video, I got very peed. I ranted a little bit again. I'm not normally one for ranting on my videos. I'm normally quite cool, calm and collected. This season, though, it's been something else. I think it just keeps happening. What is this? I'm literally just driving around here now. Oh, it's like a bus station. While I'm at this, because I know my little girl's watching, you better behave, McKenna. And don't laugh because I crashed. But we just have to change stuff, and we are all getting annoyed with the whole... Whoop! Definitely crashed then. We're definitely going to have to go fix the truck. We're definitely going to have to improve, and we're going to have to improve fast. But if we can start picking up results and start going on a bit of a run, you're up there. That's the thing with this league. You go on a little bit of a run, you can get up there. Look at Ipswich. Ipswich. Hi, Punk. I just joined. I hope you're well. On one hand, we have to be patient. On the other hand, we can't settle for being a League One team for long term. I agree, Maple Leaf. I completely understand that. We have to start turning these draws now into wins. We can't be in League One next season. Ideally, we need to be out of it and then pushing on for next season. We need to do what Hull did, get out first time. Easier said than done. A lot of teams who are down here haven't done it in the past. They really haven't. They haven't been able to do it for whatever reason. Hull did it, and it, to be fair, it's becoming quite hard to become a team that can get out of this league straight away. It is like a mini championship. Didn't realise you were driving for Daco with those crashes. Shush. But we do have to be patient. But like, look at Ipswich. Ipswich are now 10th. A couple of weeks ago, they were near the bottom. It shows you what happens when you go on a run. and get wins. The problem is we just don't see where a win's going to come from at the minute. Because when we're thinking we should be getting all 3 points because we got the win. Got to go now, good afternoon. Have a good afternoon, Harpo, and thank you for the donation. Once again, I much appreciate that. We'll be going straight into the fundraiser. Much appreciate, mate. The only positive is we are not losing and picking up points while we are not playing well. Exactly, that is a positive. And we got to look at that as a positive because it got to... no, I can't go to Hill, but it's not on here, sadly. I'm just driving around until I can find somewhere to stop and pull over and go, oh, is that my garage? That's my garage. Right. We will turn around and we'll go to my garage. I can park up then. Right. Right. Oh, hold on. If I keep going this way, I can park in the garage anyway. I can see the sign. Have a good one, Harpo. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciate it. But yeah, the fact that we're not losing is great. The fact that we're getting draws is not so great, but if we can turn these draws into wins and hopefully have it where we're not having to chase a game or we can hold on to a game, that's the big one. We just can't hold on to a bloody lead at a minute. One thing for me is that DM, much like it doesn't seem to be fixing more obvious issues. It all depends I know what you mean with that. The thing is, we don't know what's going on during the week. I don't know how much coaching Darren actually does himself. I think he does a lot. I also think a mixture at the minute is that we are struggling with defensive injuries. Gibson looks like he can be out for long term, so that could be an issue. Hutch is back, probably back next week, hopefully, which would be good. Agree, more stubborn or blindness is a problem. It's more stubbornness. I don't understand this whole playing out the back. We've all seen that it's not working. When we have done like the typical League One thing where you punt it long, we have done okay with that and get it out a bit. I don't know if it's because we don't have that quality in midfield who could just hold it up and get it up, but this playing it from the back is not working, and it's causing all our own problems, and I think it's a stubbornness in more, and he had it a little bit when he was at Donny, where he would just keep doing it just to, I don't know if it's to prove a point or that's how he liked to play, but playing out from the back, we just don't seem to have the player to concentrate for it. But I am going to call it here for today. I've done 1 hour, 23 minutes. I've had a fantastic stream. Thank you very much. I will be doing another one mid-week. I don't know when yet. Captain, I actually think when Math and possibly Windass come back, we could look a lot better again. I think in that January transfer window, he needs to go out and go get a CDM. Like, 100% go out, get a CDM who can play that role, and we can intertwine those two kind of thing. He's probably going to have to improve the back four as well. To be fair, I still kind of don't understand why Wildsmith lost his place, because I thought Wildsmith looked really good. I don't think he was at fault for anything, so it can be interesting. But I'm going to call it there. Thank you for watching. Have a great Sunday, everyone. And I'll speak midweek. We will be doing podcasty stuff Monday, and it'll be up Tuesday. And I'll probably try and do a driving stream Wednesday or Thursday. But I'm going to try and find some stuff to do for the rest of the channel as well. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, guys, and have a good Sunday.